Hello there, guys. I'm servicing the red little car. I'm changing the oil and the oil filter because it's now good. It passed m.o.t. And I'm driving it around now. It's even taxed, so it needs a little bit of TLC. If it failed m.o.t. and it was going to cost us a lot to fix it, that would have been the end game. But it's gone very well. Actually, no advisories whatsoever. So excellent. It's a good car. It needs service. It needs TLC. So I'm gonna flip the camera around just to show you what we are doing. Yeah, again, as you can see, no oil leaks. I've been driving it for almost a week now, so it's everything is excellent. The battery is changing. We need to put a new battery here, but I'm not going to put a new battery though. There was a battery that I took off from the Citroen that stops that battery. It is still good. It's not good for stop start, but it is good for this. So I didn't throw it away, so I'm going to replace it with this one. Now it's a little bit bigger, so it's going to come up to here because it's a bigger battery. So that means it's going to go over this step here. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. Say 60 amps here, so this battery will be roughly 60 amps. That one, it has more amperage, which is very good. More amps, good. Less amps, not good, because it means that battery will die much quicker. Okay, so let's look underneath what we'll be doing here. Oh, let me just see. Okie dokie. There we go. I don't think I need to put the car on ramps because the plug is just there. So I'll get the tools, see if it's looks like it's Torx or Allen key. So I'll get that and remove it. Okay, let me just get the tools. Right, guys, we get a little problem. As you can see, this thing snapped. The plug underneath there is an Allen, it's a Torx. Okay, it's a Torx, and somebody has welded it in. So I was using this with the Torx in there like that, trying to remove it. You to unbolt the plug there, you go anti-clockwise. So you go this way, you tighten it going this way clockwise. So I tried a little bit of this way, and I tried a little bit of this way. I tried to tighten just a tiny bit so that it moves. Then as I was trying to turn it this way, this thing snapped. So we have a very big problem now because we need to remove oil, and my Allen key, my Torx, has snapped. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Should I get oh my goodness, why would somebody do this? It's so tight, which means I might just now need to put the car on the ramps and have enough space to deal with it. Okay, let me just get the vice grip, see what I can do there. My goodness. That's the thing with my life. Things are never straightforward. How am I gonna get that out? I mean, if it's not rounded, it's okay, because I can maybe look for another Torx and try again. But if it get rounded, then we have a serious problem. Okay, so I'll just keep on looking for things to try to remove it. Right, after an intense battle with this, it started moving now. I had to use a chisel and a hammer to hit it on one corner, right there, to get it to go the other way around. So I did hit it up, get it to go to high temperature, so that and also I use the WD-40 on that. I don't know who tightened it so hard that it broke the Torx socket. So that's the way it is. Look, something that was just going to take just few seconds, it was just going underneath, removing that. The oil goes into the package. Job done. Look, I've had to get all this stuff just to remove the plug, so I'm gonna remove it now. The oil goes out. Right, the oil is now coming out, and let me just show you the plug. There it is. I just cleaned it. This is where I hit it, right on the corner there, to get it to go this way. So you can see I was hitting it on an angle. Okay, so now I don't normally change these. I always put them back the way they came from. They came out. And also this seal, I never change it, so I don't have this plug because I don't think the oil filter came with it. Some oil filters, when you get them, they come with this little seal here, or the washer, the copper washer. So I don't have that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get the gasket, silicone gasket, and then apply it around, then put it back in there. And the only reason I'm doing that is because of this dent here. Okay, now this, taking it out, is not light to just go out. It's a bit harder. You need a tool to get it going. So I'm gonna just screw it, bolt it in, but not too tight, because it won't come off anyway. And from now and then I'll just look underneath, because this car doesn't have a tray. Look underneath and see if it's not leaking any oils. If it's leaking some oils, then I'll buy a new one and put it in there. Right, now it's time to remove the filter. The oil filter is right there. As you can see, it's plastic, and it's size socket number 24. I hope it's not as tight as that plug underneath, because if it's tight, you can end up rounding it, and then you are in serious trouble to get it out of there. So I'll try to see how it goes. Hopefully it's not gonna jump. Okay, right, there it is. Removed it. Looks twisted, I don't know why. So it says blueprint, so this is cheap stuff. It's not a genuine part. I wouldn't expect genuine parts on this car anyway. So that's how it is. So I'm going to remove it from here, remove the seal as well. This I normally change. It's not a big deal, but I always change it because it can get hard and start leaking oil around. Okay, so I'm getting a new one. There it is. The new one is in. I've cleaned this. In the garage, they don't clean this. They pull the old one out, put the new one in, and pop it in there. Quick. Okay, so I'm gonna take it, put it in there, and then this is the oil that I'm going to be using. Motor Weld. I don't know. I just saw it online, and I bought it. 5W30s for this engine. I don't know if it's a good make or whatever. So you're buying this at your own risk. I don't want you to see me putting this oil in there, and then tomorrow if something didn't go well, and say, no, Oscar told me that I should. No. I'm not advertising this company, and I don't know if this is the best oil. But this is the one that I'm going to put it in there. It was about £25 bargain. So that's the way it is. So next, this in there, and then this at the bottom. Right, I've put the gasket on this plug just around the seal there, and I'm only doing this because remember I had to hit it right there, and it's kind of a little bit dented. But with this gasket, I think it will be it will be okay. Okay, now like I said, when it goes in there, it's a little bit stiff. It's not cross-threading at all, but it's a little bit stiff, so it will never fall off no matter what. So you don't need to weld it in when you put it in there. Just tighten it just a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it back in there. Right, there it is. Tightened it. Fine. I'll keep on checking it out and updating you if something goes wrong. Okay, all I have to do is just get a set of tocks, because I only have little bits here and there, so just get a set of tocks and keep them, because most of them are broken. This is how some plugs used to be, you know, 4 corners. All cars, they had the same sump plug, and then manufacturers realized that's a bad idea, so they got rid of this. Some of them are bolts, some of them are tocks, some of them are something else. So very strange, because I had this for years. It's been in the toolbox, so that's the way it is. Now let's just look at the oil that came out. There we go. It's like a diesel car. Look how dark this is. Absolutely dark. And this guy has done, on the service book, it just shows it was done in, I think it was 70 something thousand miles. Now it's at 81,000 miles. And look how dirty the oil is. You have to service every 5,000 miles. 10,000 miles doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, so this is it. Just a reminder here, because this is plastic, the housing for the oil filter. Okay, you have to get it going by hand first. Okay, if it gets stuck at the beginning, know that it's cross-threading and it's plastic. You don't want to damage that. It will be a nightmare with the leaks. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. Okay, I'm gonna put oil now. I don't know exactly how much it has to go in there. I'll keep on checking as I'm putting it in. All right, I've put in the oil. It's at the right mark, I guess. There it is. So this is, it's always approximate. It's around maybe 4 liters, somewhere there. Okay, and I always put this so that I don't make a mess. Put the cloth. Okay, right. Took it down off the jack. So just checking to see everything is all right. It is good. So that's how you change oil on a Vauxhall Corsa 1.2. All right. All right, we just changed the oil, so we have to reset the car. With these Corsas, what you do is you step on the brakes, and then you press this one, this little tab here. Once like that, it will bring this up. Then you press and hold, and then you turn the key on like so. You don't start the engine. Okay, there should be some lines that shows that you have resetted the car. There's like dotted lines. There you go. Those 4 dotted lines means that you serviced the car. So it's all right now. Okay, turn it off and then start. There we go. So it is done. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. I don't want to keep talking because you know me, guys. Once I start talking, I don't stop. Take care. Bye-bye.